stuff. All right, here we go. All right, so yeah, man, it's been a while since your boy has done a live stream. Um, I'm really pressing to get this YouTube channel monetized this year, so definitely expect a live stream every single Sunday. This is my schedule, 7 o'clock on Sundays, every single Sunday. So, anyway, man, what has been going on, man? I haven't done a lot of videos lately, just because there hasn't been a whole lot to really talk about. So I've been kind of just doing a couple videos here and there. And I do want to say thank you to everybody that's been supporting my YouTube channel. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate everybody's support. My last video did great. I believe it said maybe 1,600, 1,700. Let me check something. Make sure my audio is good. 1,700. So yeah, that actually sounds good from a laptop. So it's crazy, man. I do my live streams here and the audio sounds good. But when I do my live streams from like my other laptop, it sounds like crap. So surprise, surprise. But yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Everybody that's been watching my latest 2 videos, they've been doing really good numbers wise. So I just want to keep it up. Like I said, my goal this year, hashtag finish the story, reach the YouTube partner program this year. So with all that being said, man, like I said, there's not a whole lot to talk about because it is the beginning of the year. I'm still in the middle of watching Echo. I believe I'm in episode 4 or 5 right now. I can't remember which one. I haven't watched anybody's reviews on it because I just wanted to watch it for myself, just to kind of get my own thoughts of it. I didn't want to have anybody else put their negative opinions on it, and then I watch it, and I'm like, oh, okay, I can see why y'all don't like it. So far, so good, man. I'm enjoying it. The only thing I'm a little confused about is the whole otherworldly stuff that's going on with like when she has like the visions and everything of the Chakawa tribe. So that's the only thing that's been confusing me and throwing me off. But let me go ahead and post this right now on Twitter since I'm available to do this right now. And yeah, man, what's been going on with y'all out there? This is kind of like a simple live stream, nothing too crazy. So what's been going on with y'all out there? How was your New Year's and everything like that? I hope you had a good one. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm just slowly getting back into the grind of YouTube videos. Like I said, it's the beginning of the year, and there's really not a whole lot of stuff going on right now. I've seen other YouTubers making older videos, not making older videos, but making videos on older movies that have come out over like decades and decades, just to put something out there to have something to talk about. But yeah, man, not a whole lot going on. So I'm just kind of putting something out there, video after video. But anyway, since there's not a whole lot to talk about right now, I know there's Echo. Like I said, I'm still in the middle of watching it. I decided to go ahead and talk about the Alphacore. So what I thought was going to happen was I thought we were going to get Alphacore in this, and I thought we were going to get Alphacore in like September or October of this year, right? And then fast forward, I thought we were going to get Yara in December. So I was kind of surprised. So I might change the name of my live stream to the Alphacore spoiler review because I think that's what I'm gonna end up having to do. So kind of give me a second here. I think what I'm gonna do is change the name of this live stream to the Alphacore spoiler review. Let me see. Just because I know this has been a stream that I've been needing to do for a while now. And I just want to go ahead and just get this out the way real quick. Also, I did get a chance to finally watch The Meg 2. I was supposed to do a review on that. I didn't get a chance to do that. That movie is really good. I really want to go back and watch The Meg 2 again. I liked the first one, but I really, really enjoyed the second one. The second one was really good. So I'm going to change the name from my first live stream to the Rippaverse Alphacore live stream. Rippaverse hashtag Alphacore live stream. So I figure by now a lot of people have already gotten it. So there's no point in me even trying to, sit back and not do any videos talking about it. Let's go Eric July. Young Ripper 59. So anyway, with all that being said, let's go ahead and just save the changes. Okay, so I guess I can't do that. So it is what it is, man. Fudge it. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the Alphacore right here, right now. So the first thing I want to say about the Alphacore, I know I talked about this when I did my review on it, is the cover. I really, 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 really like the cover on this one right here. I think it looks the best. My thing is this with Eric July's covers. There's some like when he's doing the ISOM covers, he makes the characters, not him, but the people who he have draw the characters, they make them real big and fucking bulky, and it looks really weird because they're not big and bulky. You know what I mean? But it's just weird to me. But this one right here, honestly, aside from I think the cover, the full cover, this one is my favorite one, and I didn't want to come out of pocket and pay extra. But thanks, Karine, I appreciate it. This cover to me, yeah, it is fire. To me, this is the best one. And to anybody that needs a refresher, I'm going to go ahead and read the back real quick. It says, years ago, Brian Solari retired from the Texas military, settled down in Flores Park. He was a hero to most, but his mission was complete. Brian believed that joining the police force would be the closest he'd get to being the good guy in a war. Tasked to deal with excepts, Brian realized that he needed allies. He recruited Braxwell, and this marked the formation of Alphacore. The duo became a trio with the addition of Ingrid Valdez. Together, they nullify except related threats that occasionally plague this affluent city. So, I'm gonna say this, man. I really enjoyed this comic book. I really did. I like the characters. I think so far, when you look at the Rippaverse characters, my favorite one is Brian Solari, because I just like his character. Looking at him, kind of got a Superman vibe to it with the hair and of course the cape with the suit. But he's not Superman. He's somebody completely different. You know what I mean? He doesn't have laser vision beams come out of his eyes. He doesn't have X-ray vision. He can fly. I'm pretty sure he has super strength, but he doesn't have all the superpowers that Superman has. So he's his own thing, and that's the thing I like about Brian Solari. I like Ingrid Valdez. I think the way her and Braxwell kind of comment or complete each other, it's just funny how they interact. That's what I'm trying to say about those two characters. As far as as far as Ingrid Braxwell, I'm sorry if I just mispronounced somebody. As far as Braxwell, I don't really have anything to say about his character because he doesn't say shit for this entire book. But I did look at a lot of the pictures, the designs, and everything like that. When you look at this book, as far as like the colors and everything, man, and it is it's something different than ISOM. You know what I mean? So I thought that was really cool. I like the colors that pop in this one. I like the colors that pop in ISOM. But basically, excuse me, there's a situation here where the Alphacore are pretty much roped into a bank, I guess a bank heist, and there's just a bigger thing here going on that they have to get to the bottom of. And I honestly thought, looking at them when I read about ISOM, the first one, 1 and 2, I honestly thought that maybe they were bad guys pretending to be good, just off the looks of them. But now that I've had a chance to actually sit back and read about it, I mean, they actually are good guys. They're not bad guys. You know what I mean? And let me know in the comment section if the audio sounds funny or if it comes out clear. Let me know. This guy right here, I don't know what his name is. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out right now. Maybe y'all can help me out. Shoot, who's this guy with the electric powers that's in this book? This old man right here. I thought his character was a fucking badass. I really, really like this character. So, good job, Eric July, with this character. I really like this character, man. I don't remember if he died at the end of it, but I really enjoyed this character. But basically, he becomes a problem, and of course, one member of the Alphacore, Roxwell, steps in to stop him. And of course, as you can see at the bottom here, he uses water to stop him. And I haven't read this book in a while, but this is the only one, honestly, out of all three of the Alphacore comic books that I've had that I've read more than one time. I've read this one literally probably like 3 or 4 times, but it's been a while, so I'm trying to give myself a refresher. This guy I like too. This motherfucker right here, this Molted Man dude, he kind of gave me the Thing vibes, but he's like the Thing with Human Torch's powers. You know what I mean? Even though he country as fuck, I like this character. I liked his character. But again, so there's a bank heist, and there's a couple characters from ISOM 1 that were basically pulling the strings, right? And so basically they they get found out, due to some detective work, and pretty much throughout the whole entire book, they're pretty much playing puppeteer, having other people go around and do their job for them, which is, I guess, is cover their own ass. And you got this guy right here. I'm not exactly sure what his name is, but he walks into the bank, and he basically has this power where I guess he can, like he can make people do things. So he's almost like a I can't think of the name of that guy. He's almost like I don't know. He just has this power where he can make people do stuff with like with his mind without actually any struggle. And so the guy opens up the vault, and they walk in, and I guess he puts something in there or takes something out. But yeah, I'm sorry if I'm all over the place with this story because, like I said, it's been a while since I've read it. But basically, he walks into the vault, and he basically takes something out, puts something in, and the Alphacore are trying to get to the bottom of this whole mystery. And so the guy that they ended up arrested, the guy I guess who was playing his lawyer, he ends up getting killed, and basically just getting, pretty much right outside of a window right here, as you can see, he falls to his death. But again, this book to me was very, very entertaining. And then, as you can see up here at the top, I'm see if you can see this right here. The Alphacore have their own hangar where they have this whole team of people that work for them doing this job. Now, they're not real popular with the police in the city. I'll show you that as well, because basically they're excepts, and they're only supposed to be called in when there's a problem with excepts. They're not supposed to be called in when it's a situation with just regular humans. So as you can see down here, it's only, this guy has an issue with excepts because it's only supposed to be a situation when it is an exit problem. Cops don't want them showing up if it ain't an exit problem. Let me see. So let's see here. Why you haven't done a movie review on Leaving the World Behind? It's a good movie. You know what? I've read some reviews about it, but I haven't watched it because some people are saying that it's kind of So I might sit down and watch it, but I don't know. I haven't seen it, but maybe I'll get to watch it eventually. I appreciate you sending that in, but I just haven't watched it. I'll get to it eventually, but I don't know. It didn't think it was my cup of tea. I kind of think of it like another what's the movie that Mark Wahlberg started in years ago, where everything just kind of started happening, but it was happening. People were getting closer together. People just started offing themselves. That's what I kind of thought of this movie being. So I don't know. I might catch it, might do a review on it. Thanks for sending that in. So getting back to the book. Again, the old man with the powers. Not sure what his name was. I liked his character. Brian and Ingrid, I thought were really, really entertaining. I think, to me, I would rather read more of the Alphacore than I would of Isom, because Isom's character is really boring, where the Alphacore come off as more entertaining. And then, of course, you have this cop here who is also a exit who is working with what's her name? Ingrid Valdez. They are working together to try and stop I guess, the old man. And I really like his character as well. I think he was a really cool character. Spoiler alert, he dies. He does this really heroic thing where he ends up saving the city. And he ends up basically dying for it because what happened was, I think the character's name is Mike and something else. So I think this guy's name here is Mike. Let me find him. I think this guy's name here is Mike. Right here. And basically, they put a virus into this USB, and Brian, basically being the man that he is, he puts it into the system, and it fucks up the whole hangar. And so, as it starts to fall to the earth, they're trying to stop it. And this is where I don't even know this character's name. I'll have to look at it, but let me see. Let me see. This says, they're lying to you. Yusef comes in with another one. Neglect the reviews, you will not regret it. So I'll definitely check it out, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I always like to check out stuff for myself before I read too many reviews. I think I've only read maybe one or two on it. So I'll definitely check it out, man, and see what's up with it. Thank you. So, yeah, this guy here, uses his powers to stop the floating hanger from falling. And it basically uses up all of his energy, stops the hanger, and dies. As y'all can see here on the last page. And it sucks, man. I really liked his character. I think he was cool. I just wish I can remember what the fuck his name is. But yeah, I liked his character, man. He was really funny. And that's the thing that I like about the Alphacore book. It's more entertaining than ISOM. The characters are more funnier than ISOM. There's a poster that I wish they would have added those robot characters in here, but I guess we didn't see them. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But I'm trying to look through this right now. Let's see. Oh yeah, so the character's name is Michael, and then I'm trying to figure out what the Lillian. Okay, so the chick's name is Lillian with the purple hair, and the guy's name is Mike. So as you can see here, they are the puppeteers, and they are pulling the strings here with this whole bank robbery thing. So yeah, he was supposed to have somebody else do the job, but the bumbling idiot didn't do his job. So then she steps in and take care of the situation. So thanks, man. I'll think about it. I'm still watching some Disney Plus stuff. Still gotta finish watching Echo. So I'll put it on my to-do list, man. I'll watch it soon, man. I'll watch it soon. Just make sure you watch it from beginning to end. So yeah, this book was really, really good. And like I said, this is the bumbling idiot right here. Obviously staying with his grandma or his mom or something like that. And he was supposed to get to the bank, but he fucked around, I guess, and overslept. So I guess she hired this other guy to step in, and he was able to talk the banker into just opening the vault. So he's kind of like, to me, a Professor X kind of thing with this power that he has. That's what I was thinking about earlier. Because he just simply walks up, talks to the guy into opening the bank without having to show any paperwork, right? And then, of course, you got Ingrid Valdez. She can't fly. She has these, whips and ropes and powers and stuff like that. And then you have Braxwell, who doesn't talk. And I remember a while back, somebody kind of said that Braxwell, Ingrid Valdez, and Ron Solari are basically the three villains from the Superman movie way back in like the 70s or the 80s, whenever I believe the first one or second one came out. And since they said that, it's hard for me not to look at them like that character because, like I said, you kind of got like the Superman guy here, then you got the chick here, and you got the guy who don't speak here. So, this is the back of it just so you can see it. But like I said, you got the main guy here, the chick, and then you got the guy who don't speak down here. So I can kind of see why people would feel that way. Of course, you got the inside of the book right here. This I really, really like. I thought that was really cool. But I know there's been a lot of people talking about the Alphacore, Rippaverse, ISOM in general, man. And I feel like if this is his lowest point with the writing and the artwork, I feel like there's nowhere to go but it. And speaking of the artwork, there's a page I need to find in here because I want y'all to see this. I need y'all to see this. Let me try and find it real quick. Hope y'all can find it real quickly. But there's a page in here where you see Valdez's eyes are one color in one part of the book, and then you look at this page and her eyes are like green. So I'm trying to flip through the book to find the pages, but her eyes are basically two different colors. So it's like green at one point, and then another part of the book is or it's blue. So I think like right here, you kind of see it a little bit at the bottom. Her eyes are kind of blue, right? And then as you flip to another part of the book, I believe they're brown. So like I said, I know she doesn't have any really powers, except for the fact, here you go. So you'll probably be able to see this, but at the top right here, her eyes are brown. And I'm pretty sure if I got the book, y'all know what I mean when I say she's got the book. Hey, what's up, Nerd Culture? It's Toxic. And then, wait, what does what mean? So, yeah, man, I've been enjoying reading this book more than I enjoyed the ISOM book. It's been really fun just because it's been more entertaining. There's been more going on. I'm just kind of disappointed that when you read ISOM, we still don't know what the fuck his powers are, except for probably super strength. So I'm disappointed by that. And there's another page right here. As you can see, Braxwell with the table. So I know he's got super strength, and we know he can fly. We know Braxwell can fly. We know that Ingrid Valdez has the whips. And so that's the thing I like about this trio. They're more entertaining. They have more life to the characters, and they're actually doing more where they have to fight off bad guys more than what Isom did in his books. Okay, so what I'm saying is, thanks for bringing it in. So if you look at, there's a page right here. It's probably hard to see. Yeah, her eyes are blue, right? And then when you flip through another page in the book, I'm trying to see if we got a good look at her face. Her eyes are brown. Boom. So look at this page right here. You see her eyes are brown, right? If you got the book, at the beginning of the book, when she's in the police station and she's talking, her eyes are blue. And I know there's been some people that have pointed this out in their reviews about the Rippaverse Isom books where some of the coloring in certain parts might be off or some of the words. And that's another thing I think that Eric needs to really go through and check when he does these reviews. At the beginning of the book right here, when you look at the cop's shirt, it's supposed to say police, right? This is something somebody else caught. But instead of it saying police, it just says POLI or POLCE. It doesn't say police all the way. And I think that's one of the things that Eric Salai has got to work on when he has people working on this book. Like, he's going to have multiple eyes go through, look at this, and make sure that there is no hiccups as much as he possibly can. But anyway, it's in this book somewhere on one of these pages where basically it just says POLCE instead of the I for police. And I still enjoyed it. Like I said, the colors in this thing really, 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 really pop. The colors in this thing really pop. Let me know in the comment section which ones that y'all ended up buying. I got of course, cover B. I think cover A looked cool, but my biggest issue is the fact that, like I said, there's always one book, whether it be cover A, cover B, Isom 1 or Isom 2, where Eric July has one of the drawings of the character drawn by somebody else, and it looks super bulky. So in this one, you had Braxwell that looked super bulky. In cover B or C in the Isom 2, you had Isom looking super bulky like he was the Incredible Hulk. And it just looked off to me. It looked really weird. But I like the story in this book. As you can see, they went pretty far with showing somebody all the way toasted. I mean, all the way toasted. All the way toasted. So, of course, the Alphacore team show up to investigate. And this is where they're trying to get down to the whole situation of, hey, what the hell is going on here? So they find out that, there's somebody else pulling the strings. These guys are just the puppets. And it is Lillian and Mike. And they just kind of sitting back, chilling, letting everybody else do their dirty work for them until the cops show up, until the Alphacore show up, and basically like, look, we know y'all up to something. We know y'all got something to do with this. We can't prove it right now, but believe us, we coming. And so, like I said, I like the Alphacore characters way more than I like the Alphacore characters way more than I like the Isom character, because his character is just kind of boring. They got more life into their character, so it makes it way more entertaining. But as you can see right here on the next page, for their troubles, Ingrid messes around and slashes. I wish we got a chance to see more of her character using these whips. I can't wait to see what she does in the next book. But post your comments down below and let me know what you thought of this book compared to Isom 1 and 2. Kind of give me a second here. But I really enjoyed this book more than I enjoyed Isom. But yeah, I enjoyed this book way more than I enjoyed Isom. Of course, the thing I'm kind of disappointed is the fact that we didn't get a chance to really see this fight here. And it's the same thing with some of the other stuff that you've seen in some of Eric Sly's other comics with the cover. You don't get the chance to see that fight. Now, I did get the chance to see the Chadaran fight, which obviously was just the ass whooping because Isom didn't get a chance to whip Chadaran at all, being the Chadaran's character was too strong for him. So yeah, man, this thing here has just been nothing but exciting from start to finish. I can't wait to see what Eric July does next with this, man. It's been a lot of fun. But like I said, I thought that we were going to get the Rippaverse Alphacore book in September, October, and then fast forward, we're gonna get Yara in December. I will be getting the Yara book, so definitely look out for the unboxing of that and the review. I can't wait to read that one because I know she's been the fan favorite. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Blood Ruth book coming up this year. I do want to know what the finished product of the third book is going to be about because I think it might be interesting. I hope it. I hope Eric July and his team knock it out the park. I know he's hired some more team members to join the team. I know he's hired the Sasuke sisters full time, and I'm curious to see what the third book is going to be about. But this one here, like I said, there is a bank heist. I guess the banker was supposed to blow up the bank, and there was supposed to be not the banker, but the robber was supposed to blow up the bank. There was supposed to be no evidence. Unfortunately, he didn't do his job right. He didn't do his job right, and this is where Mike and Lillian had to step in and try to come up with another plan to, um, foil the Alphacore and the cops finding out what they're up to. And this lovely lady comes in with a question. She says, "What book are you reading next?" So, right now, I'm waiting for the Yara book. It's the next book. It's a single story, but it's part of this universe. That's the next book I'm reading. As far as, well, that's the next book I want to read. The next one I'm reading that I want to read is called The Next Batman. It's basically like a single story set in the future where this black guy is Batman and Bruce Wayne basically is dead, and he's living in this world where the outlaws are more hated than they were back when Bruce Wayne was Batman. So that's the next one I'm trying to get a hold of. I actually went to a store to look for it, couldn't find it. So it is what it is. But again, I like the cover, I like the story. I want to read more about these characters than I do about Iceheim. Iceheim, I honestly can wait for. I know we also have a Gooding book coming out next year. That one I'm not really curious about at all, but I think it might be a good one. I think it could be a sleeper the same way I said that this book could be a sleeper because when you think about it, the books you don't expect to be good turn out to be good. This book right here was better to me than what we got in both Icehound books put together. I did like the big bad in Icehound 1. I can't remember his name. The black dude. If anybody know his name, put it down there in the comment section. I can't remember what the black dude's name was in the Icehound book. I have to think about it. But anyway, I liked his character. I hated the fact that his character got put to the back when it came to Icehound 2, and we were focused on his monkey creatures because Icehound was trying to find his handler. So I feel like they should have waited because Eric July wants to focus on the street level villains, right? On the street level heroes. But as soon as you introduce this whole otherworldly stuff going on, the other side, the other main characters, the earthly characters, the street level characters get pushed to the back. They don't matter anymore. So that's just my main thing with that. They don't matter anymore. Now I can understand if it comes to the Alphacore, if they're taking care of the big, thing like characters with, Human Torch powers, the old man in here who's got the electricity powers, I can understand him taking care of these type of characters. But if you want to have Icehound take care of just street level characters, that's cool. And then you kind of work his way up to building towards the otherworldly characters. I'm cool with that. That's just my opinion on that. But again, I like the colors in this book. I like the story. I like the characters. This motherfucker right here was just a fucking weasel. This motherfucker right here was just a fucking weasel. I just thought his character was funny. Like I said, the cops don't care for the Alphacore that much, so that's where the issue comes in. That Ryan Solari had to go talk to his basically superior, and just try and put in a good word because they don't like the cops that much. And then, of course, here in the back of the book, you got the Yara on the way. I really like this cover of Yara. I don't know how many I like this cover of Yara, but I really like this cover of Yara. I think this is really good. Depending on what other covers we see, I'm definitely get this one. And this is the cover I was talking about right here. This is cover A right here. And as you can see down here at the bottom on the other side, you got All right, sorry about that. Internet connection fucked up. Anyway, we back. Hopefully this won't happen again. So, anyway, where was I? Internet connection fucked up. Oh yeah, Alphacore. So, again, Eric July. I know you probably gonna watch this, man, but dude, give us more to Alphacore. I like the characters. I like the story. They're more entertaining than what we got in Ice on 1 and 2. I am curious about Bloodroof, though. I do want to see more of her character, more of her powers. I do want to know what the whole signal on the back of his handler's body means. I do want to know what that means. But again, I really did like this book. I thought it was really good. I thought the drawings came out really good. As you can see right here, we got all these different characters. I think the colors pop. I like this one, I think, the most. Down here at the bottom, you kind of got like the hangar overlooking the city. I think that looks really cool. Again, if anybody's just jumping in, internet connection, sorry about that. I'm talking about the Rippaverse Alphacore issue number 1. And again, I like this book. I like the characters. I like the story. I want to see more of what Eric July does with these characters because I found them to be more entertaining. And the reason I got this, the reason I'm reading it, is because I like that I'm able to jump into these stories from the ground up versus having to go read Marvel or DC. Still things I love watching and reading and talking about. Don't get it twisted. But I like that I'm able to get into this from the ground up versus trying to go figure out where to start with Marvel and DC. And it's kind of funny because I remember going online on Twitter and I happened to see something about this. It was the first thing that popped up. And ever since I started following it, I got a lot more subscribers from it. I got a lot more people watching my videos because of it. And I'm grateful for every last single one of y'all that's been riding with you along on this journey. Again, my goal is to hit that 4,000 watch time hour goal by the end of this year. I'm trying to get monetized this year. So expect a live stream every Sunday at 7 o'clock. I like doing these live streams. I definitely got to make time to do them. Sometimes I'm just a little too lazy to do them, but I know that everybody says you got a live stream to, get your hours up. And right now, I believe I'm sitting at 1,261. So I still got a ways to go. It's just the beginning of the year, so my focus is grinding from start to finish to get to 4,000 watch time hours by the end of this year. But again, we're talking about the Rippaverse Alphacore comic book. I like this page here. I don't know if a lot of y'all happen to see this. I thought this page was a badass fucking page. But this book, like I said, good, entertaining. I like all the characters. I'm curious to see where Eric July takes these characters in his next book. I do want to learn more about them. How did they end up with these powers? I guess some people maybe be born X-Eps and go from there. Are you asking for like a link to this comic book? I can add one, at the bottom. And thank you. I greatly appreciate the support of that. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I really hope so. But I can add a link to the comic book at the bottom if you're interested in reading more about this story. And you see we got that Alphacore stuff at the bottom, at the back here. I didn't buy any of this. None of the posters, none of the t-shirts. If I had to buy a t-shirt, I would definitely get the Yara t-shirt. And that's probably about it. I wouldn't buy the box for the comics. I think that thing is going for like $50 on his website. I don't want to come out any more money than I need to be. And I've seen some people, they've bought the whole damn pack, whether it was Isom 1, Isom 2, or the Alphacore 1. They bought the whole entire pack of his stuff. So they got like the CGC covers locked up. They got all the covers of Isom and Alphacore. They got all the shirts, all the posters. I'm like, y'all people are crazy. I ain't got that much money laying around to buy this type of stuff. But that was basically my review of Alphacore number 1. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'm going to give it an 8. I actually enjoyed this. So, y'all push your comments down below. Let me know what you all think about this. I'm going to end this review because there's not really a whole lot that I got to talk about this anymore. So, I appreciate everybody stopping by. And I'll catch you on my next live stream. So, thank you. I appreciate everybody, man.